Okay, you all, let's go. I'm live, but I have been making some changes on my YouTube channel all morning, and so I need to see if I'm live on my channel. If you all will come in and say hello, hit that like button and share. Let me know if I'm live streaming. That will help me out a lot. If you can see me, if you can hear me. Oh, okay. I got a new pin chat option. So let me put some music on as I check out these new changes that I made. Let me look on my phone, another device, and see if you all can find me on my main channel. I hope I did everything correctly, but come in, right? Say hello. 5 minutes of fame, right? We're still gonna do the 5 minutes of fame. I'm gonna record this in spite of, so let's go. Okay, you can hear me. Good, good, good. Q. All right, thank you all. Make sure you hit like and hit share as well. Hello, Lee, aka Les Brown. Okay. Hello, Tony. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in. Let me fix my hair. You all make sure you hit that thumbs up, right? Hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. Let's notify more people I am live. So there are some changes to my YouTube channel that I'm trying to make. One of those changes is I only want my members only to be able to comment, right? Those that are my members. And I do not think that it's doing it, right? So, yeah, that's a change I'm trying to make at this point. Even if I have to pay someone to do it, I'm willing to do that. I want a members only live stream, right? Where only my members that's connected with the channel can comment, right? And so that's one of the effects that I've been working on all morning. And then I had to switch over on my account. So I'm not sure how many people will see this from a personal account to a brand account. So I'm just testing the waters. But nevertheless, I'm still going to live stream. I'm still going to live stream, and I'm trying to cut the members only options on, right? And so only members, only members. So if you are watching on another platform um, that's not YouTube, I may not see your comments anyway, right? But like and share. And so I'm getting to the point where on my live streams, I only want the members only to comment, right? But if you are watching on another platform, Twitter, Facebook, make sure you like and share as well. So, hello, everyone that's coming in. We're at the 5 minutes of fame. If you are watching this on the replay, you definitely can still comment, drop your name, city, and or state, or just simply say hello. So interesting things that I was have been researching today, and that's the difference between a rich mindset and a poor person's mindset, right? A rich person's mindset and a poor person's mindset, and um, Monica, let me see. I thought I had that pen. I need to have that pen for people that want to join the Patreon channel. But in the future, some type of way, I'm going to figure this out where only my members can comment. So you can be in listen and view mode, right? But I only want members commenting, or I'm definitely only going to um, give my the response to or look at the comments from members, because just because the channel is growing, the demand is growing, and not everybody's input need to be seen or heard, right? Not everybody's input needs to be seen or heard. Membership has always had its privileges, right? Membership in any organization has its privileges. That's why you be a member. That's why you have the perks of membership, because you get access that other people do not, right? So, Ms. Collier, Ty, Andra, hello to you as well, my Patreon members. Naturally Gifted, hello to you. Tony Lee, thank you for being a Patreon member. And Lee is not a Patreon member. He's a longtime supporter and business partner. So thank you, Lee, for tuning in. So again, just some changes, making some changes of only seeing my Patreon members comment. So let's get into the live stream. But again, if you are watching this live or on the replay, make sure that you hit the like button, right? And for those who are new, that's in viewer only mode, I am known in the financial world as two titles, but one, Queen, still goes under both, Queen of Credit, because of the results that I help people get with their personal credit, and shifting to business credit, which is changing right now in 2021. And I'm also known as the Queen of Crypto because of the results that I help people get. And investing in crypto, if you don't know what crypto is or cryptocurrency, it is the digitalized changing system from all global nations of paper dollars, right? From paper dollars to a digitalized currency system. So for those who wants the Patreon link, if you want to become a member, right? You want to get out of just view only mode. You want to be able to comment and be in the community. There's the link for the membership. People, it is less than $3 a week, right? Only $9.99 a month to support the channel, the information, and to build the community, because this is where I'm heading, right, with my channel. This is the vision. This is where I'm heading. I'm doing a 111 movement, or I'm incorporating a 111 movement. So if you all, my Patreon members, right, make this comment, 111 movement, right? And what this movement will be is that starting out, I want 111 people to be in a community of people in which daily we are saying affirmations and proclamations over our life, right? There are three powerful words that are used, or that can be used on a daily basis, right? If you look at three is very powerful, right? Three is not only a triangle. I asked my one of my best friends, who's a math teacher, a math expert, right, about the power of a triangle. When you build a roof on a home, for example, it's often a triangular shape. Why that angle is more powerful than any other angle, right? You have in children's rhyme, right, three blind mice, right? The three blind mice and cadences of threes, the three little pigs, um, Santa Claus, for example. And even with the three little pigs, they say we all the way home. They say it in cadences of three. Even with Santa Claus, right? When Santa brings good gifts and good things, he say, and this is, I know the street terminology has taken this term and made it to something else. But Santa Claus, in order to bring you good gifts or your children good gifts, according to um, child's, I guess, mindset. Not right. If you're an adult, you might say, "Well, I don't believe in Santa Claus." That's not the point, whether you believe in Santa Claus or not. But all of these children's analogies show the powers of three. Santa Claus says, "Ho, ho, ho," right, to bring the gift. So there are three powerful words, people. Three powerful words that, in a private group setting, if you are interested in knowing how to manifest, right, how to manifest, how to multiply your money, right? How to magnify your mind, right? And how to manifest, right? Manifest your mission. Let me say that again. How to multiply your money, magnify your mind, and manifest your mission, right? You're going to have to learn the power of the subconscious mind and the power of verbally bringing those things out of the spiritual realm into the physical realm. And so there are three powerful words, and I want 111 people to join up in partnership with me, because listen, one can put 1,000 a flight, two can put 10,000 a flight. So if we have 111 people in agreement, right, together throughout the day, expressing these three powerful words that I will teach in private settings, then our movement is manifested much faster. These alliterations are not easy to say, but let me say it again. The movement, right, is manifested much faster when you are in a group of collaboration and networking with people versus being solo and trying to figure out these finances on your own. Because you all do know we are entering, or according to the government, we are entering into the fourth stage, the fourth dimension of the C word, right? They're calling it the Delta virus. And as they say on the Game of Thrones, or as the Game of Thrones religiously repeat, is winter is coming. Winter is coming. And let me show you all how, right? Let me show you all how. So winter is coming. Let me give you evidence, right? As I always said, that proof is in the pudding. Sometimes people are not believers until they are seers, which is supposed to be just the opposite of what faith is, right? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, but the evidence of things not seen. But for some people, they're not believers until they are seers. So let me show you all inflation reported by CNN, whether you like CNN or not, right? Or let's just say you watched the Jerome Powell, the chairman Jerome Powell interview yesterday, right? With the government, they talked about the inflation prices, right? Milk is up 7.5%. The dollar is seven times less valuable now in 2021 than it was in 1970. Soybeans is up 54%. Corn is up 50%. Gas prices are up 45%, right? And so let's look at these numbers and the surge of pricing. And this is why I have been educating you all about increasing your pay out of your paycheck by connecting with the home-based business so you can get more money out of your paycheck, people, because the philosophy that Dave Ramsey shares about getting the second jobs, there are jobs available. But did you all read the latest report that a one income earner, or a wage earner, a person that's on a wage salary, cannot afford right now a one bedroom apartment? So for the $15 raises, you also have the increases or surging of prices, aka inflation, right? So now you need to maximize your paycheck. Car rentals up 88%. Used cars pricing 45%. Again, gas is up 45%. Laundry machines, if you go to the coin op, 29%. Airfare, if you are traveling, prices have increased 25%. And hotels has joined that in the traveling vacation, increased 17%. Furniture for people who may have purchased those new homes, and new homes are 20% overpriced. And as of June, right, 10.5% increase for new home purchases. Now the furniture that goes in a home is up 9%. Milk, again, 6% or 7.5% in some areas. Bacon, pork, which I do not eat, but for those who do, up 8%. Televisions, 8% increase. Fruit, which I do eat, 8%. And shoes, 7%. And fresh fish, 6%. So this is the 111 movement, the 111 movement that I want 111 people to become a part of, to join. Number one, the very first thing I want you to do is to do this. Give yourself a paycheck pay raise, right? Without a paycheck pay raise, this is the 3 cadences, right? I talked about 3 powerful words, the power of 3 earlier. This is the 3 cadences right here. This is the formula for success, right? Whether you are watching this live or on the replay, I want you to type this in the comments. Make a mind message connection. Formula for success, right? So the P is paycheck pay raise, people. Paycheck pay raise. Add 475 business tax deductions to your paycheck. 475 equals to 12. 12 is the number of government. Through a home-based business, and the home-based business I'm affiliated with, legally, morally, and ethically have IRS professionals to do this for you. And right now, there is a special to join of $129, which also equals 12. A $100 discount from the regular price of $229. So you can get the maximum money every pay period, whether you get paid weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. 2 is the I. You must invest. You must multiply your money. See, the poor working middle class only knows how to work for money. The rich and wealthy knows how to make their money work for them. So you must invest and you must multiply your money. You only can do that, however, if you are in positive cash flow and you're getting the maximum amount of money from your paycheck. And the third formula for success to unlock riches and prosperity is network. Connection matters. Networking, right, which ties into number one, the network marketing home-based business, opens financial doors for you that a job or a degree never can. My mentor says it this way: your current connections are the forecast of your future come up. So if you are watching this live or in the replay and you want to know about the home-based business, I want you to put in the comments HBB. And for those people that are now coming in, again, I'm trying to change it where just my members can comment, but that's not changed yet. So as of right now, I will read the comments as I still can see them. Hello to you, Beard Gang, and Percy Brown. Hello to you as well. Lynette says, hello, I shared you with my daughter. We sound much alike. The things you say, she's been telling me for years. Wow, maybe that's why I understand you so well on a higher level. On a higher level. So people, in three are powerful numbers, 3 moves, 3 concepts to improve you financially. Listen, in Matthew 7, right? Matthew 7 and 7 through 11 says to ask, seek, and knock, right? Ask, seek, and knock. Ask, and it shall be given. Seek, and you shall find, and knock, and the door shall be open. Did you all know that the Bible is a book about banking, and it's a book about self-awareness and self-knowledge? There are over 800 scriptures in the Bible about money and money management. 3 powerful words. And so for those who want to join that group, it is now, I think, under review for approval for YouTube, a $99 a month subscription, right? $99 a month subscription. And with that, you're going to learn how to manifest from the spiritual realm to the physical realm. That's whether it's health, that's whether it's financial issues, mental, whatever it is that you need to manifest in your life, right? Some people want help. Some people want the protections of angels and angelic protection. Some people want money and finances, right? Some people want peace and mind, peace and prosperity, health and wealth, right? And so some people need different things in their lives. And on that note, when you give a super chat, make sure you put in the super chat your question and or what it is that you want to manifest. Because with me, I already know when people give super chats that their money can be multiplied, but you may have a different mission. You may have a different reason, right, for your giving, because the Bible says money is a defense and that money answers all things. Money, when given, right, can manifest whatever you need to manifest in your life. So although I say that your money will be multiplied to you, right, or that your money will be circulated back to you, you may not have a money issue, right? You may not have a money problem. You might want something else, right? And so this is the thing. This is the thing. People have to take application. When you get revelation, information, right, and education, the only thing left for you to do is to now take action and apply those concepts through applications, right? Um, Jay, you're not a member. And this is why I want a members only questions. Because I don't answer questions for non-members. So Jay, if you want me to answer that question, the link for my Patreon members and people, let me share this with you all, because the topic of this is rich mindset versus poor mindset, right? Rich mindset versus poor mindset. This is a very short video that I stumbled across on YouTube. Another YouTuber, Erica Williams, and I thought this was just a great explanation of why people that have a free mindset or mentality never manifest anything, right? Let me see if I can find it. Why, if you have a free mindset or mentality, right, you will never manifest anything. And this is why. Not only because of, like, I'm gonna give you another example. Yusef, I listen to him, and he answers a lot of questions on YouTube, and he have callers to call in. Now, to my knowledge, they don't have to pay anything. They can just get access to him to ask the question, right? I always wonder how many of those people actually get help when he takes out the time to answer those questions. Because this is why, when you get free, it doesn't work for you. That's a universal law, right? Either you don't understand, they don't understand what he's explaining, or they can't put in the necessary steps, right, from the explanation, because they feel like the information may be way over their head. And because that means that person has violated a universal law and they have not given anything, right? And so I'm going to share this video with you all. Rich mindset versus poor mindset. I thought this was very powerful, that Erica Williams shared. So let's tune in.
Hey everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Today talking about Free 99 won't get you free. Just won't. So anyway, before we start, check below for the Classy Climb School courses on how to build a business from scratch, how to hustle up more income, also how to start going in the direction to build the American dream you want and desire. Anyway, starting today. So a lot of people go, Erica, man, I wish that was free. I wish that course was cheaper. I wish I could buy that from you lower than you sell it. Hey, guess what? Free information never set you free. How do I know? Buy the best advice you can afford, right? Because a lot of times people go into Barnes and Nobles every single day all over the whole United States, and they look at the books and they read all the information, and guess what? Nothing happens. Nothing happens. There are books in every library. There's free computers in every library. There's free stuff every single place you go. There are free opportunities left and right. There are free college courses if your child is in the last 2 years of high school. How many parents actually take advantage of that and send little Jimmy or Johnny or Jessica to a community college so they can get those free courses? Not many. Not many. Like, they literally can send their 16, 17, 18-year-old child to get free college, get almost 24 credit hours, so that when they get to college, they only have to do 2 years, maybe 3 max, and save everybody in the family money. But do people do that? No. Why? Because free 99 never set anybody free. Getting things for free never works. Why? Because you don't value it. The reason parents give kids cars and clothes and they don't care is because they didn't have to pay for it. They didn't earn it. They don't value it. So when you get things for free, they don't mean as much, and you don't take action. And
see, this is the part where people don't want to hear. Hello, my Patreon member, Roaming Rome. It's $9.99 a month, and people can invest less than $3 a week to get questions answered on my live stream. And they'll do like Jay, ask a question, right? And I said, well, Jay, if you ask the question, give a super chat. We're looking to answer it because that's going to take my time. And then his response was, okay, that's fine. That's the difference between a rich mindset and a poor mindset. And as Erica said, free has never set anybody free, ever. Barnes and Noble is open all day. You're going to read at your leisure. See, free public education is a whole, see, my numbers are dropping, and that's fine. Because I want people to know you're not going to come to my channel, right? Now, I'll give you free advice to open up your mind and your thinking. But when it comes to your personal questions or your acknowledgement, right? So if Roman Rome has a question and he's already contributed to the channel, and Rico has a question who's not a Patreon member, then it would be unfair to Roman Rome for me to take my time and invest in somebody else when he's invested in me. Right? And he says his mother and father never charged a dime, but I would like to know what is their financial status. Because the information you get for free is just to enlighten you and to inspire you to take action that's going to cost you something, to take further action. That's what free is for, to inspire you and to motivate you. Right? But if the current numbers of this economy does not motivate you to do something different with your finances, then I can't do that either. If you knowing that we are entering another wave of the virus, and that I just showed, maybe you all came in late, I just showed many people the inflation prices, that these prices are high, right? And then if that doesn't inspire you, I don't know what will. And so again, free public education is free, but you don't get the same information, knowledge, and success results as paid education. Let's be honest. I teach in public education, I know. And for those parents who invest in their children to go to private schools, right? As she said, versus parents, they'll say, okay, you can go to this university and get this free class, and you'll get more credit hours. And so this university or college is least expensive. The people that have money and a wealth mentality, they don't do that. They don't think that way. And let me speaking of that, I need to get on paradigm shift, right? Uh, you all need to change your paradigm, right? You all need to change your way of thinking, because who says that I owe you anything, right? Um, Universal law is a law of giving and receiving, right? And so when you want free, go on someone's channel and just try to be in listen mode. I was rereading this book on yesterday, a book that I paid for to get knowledge, right? It wasn't given to me for free. But I'm sharing this information from the book that I took my time and my money to invest in to you for free, for the people who don't think they're getting free information. But the name of this book is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, right? The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I asked people to look at this picture, speaking of paradigm, right? And tell me, what do you see, right? To look at this paradigm and tell me, what do you see? Whether you're watching this live and the replay, real quick, real quick. The first person that, okay, you own the book. Tell me, what do you see out of the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? And while you look at that and while you're commenting, whether you're watching live on the replay, let me tell you something. Jesus never gave people something for free. He said it's going to cost you something. Greg says, a woman. What type of woman, Greg? On Facebook. Thanks for tuning in as well. Right? Jesus never gave people anything for free. And I'm going to tell this story while you all comment. There were approximately 5,000 people following Jesus. They followed him outside in the sun all day. And they got to the end of the day and they were hungry and they didn't have anything to eat. Right? And they had followed him. They invested in him. They were his followers and they were hungry. And so Jesus had pity on them, right? You followed me. You're hungry. You're in the sun. You invested your time and your support. And they said, I'm hungry. They was hungry. And for some reason, the only person, as we're talking about the number 7, the 7 habits of highly effective people, that had any food, right, was a young child. A young child. So they went to this little boy who had 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. That's the number 7 again. I've been talking to you all about 777. Went to this little boy and said, look, can we, or Jesus said, or his disciples, can we have the little you have so we can multiply it? Because the people had invested in Jesus and his ministry. They followed him. They sacrificed. And they were hungry. And they was in the sun and they walked. But they supported him. And Jesus knew that these people were hungry. But you know what he did? He said, all 5,000 of you, before I multiply this 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, you're going to have to get organized and get in groups of 50. Now just imagine 5,000 people hungry, walking, supporting Jesus in the sun, following him. And he just don't feed them. He said, no, you're going to have to get organized first, even after they invested. So the story from this, even your money cannot be multiplied till it's first organized. That's a whole nother live stream. And then he took it, broke it, and gave thanks. Now, on the flip side, when Jesus was hungry and he was ready to eat, he looked at this fig tree that was unproductive, never supported him, and did not have anything to give him. And you know what Jesus did for the fig tree? He didn't speak to the fig tree and multiply and say, okay, now you need to bear and grow fruit. He cursed it because it was unproductive and ungiving, and he was hungry. Free never produce freedom. So your answers to that, what do you see in the 7 habits of highly effective people? A young woman and an old woman. Okay, that's C. A woman with a wrap around her head, a feather at the top. She's wearing a black fur. Um, Greg says facing what's behind her. A woman facing what's behind her. I like that analogy. Yeah, sometimes you all need to face what's behind you. Um, a fancy young woman, Latasha says. But then she says you can also see a hag. Then you can see a fancy young woman. And Greg, after the more you look at the picture, says look like, right? She has fur on her. Look like she has fur. Let's share that again as we are doing this. So my point in asking your input is everybody has a different perspective and paradigm on life. Everybody has a different viewpoint. Everybody has a different opinion. However, if you are an imposter and needing help, your opinion should not matter when you are in the presence of the person that can help you. One lesson from a rich mindset and a poor mindset is that when you are in the presence, the company of rich people, you say less and you gravitate more. And you only ask thought-provoking questions because you know that their time is limited. See, the one thing you can never get back in life is your time. And when you don't value people's time, or when you don't value my time specifically, that makes me more invaluable. So I'm not going to stop and pause my live stream for people that won't even give a super chat to get a financial question or a spiritual question asked. You give to those as Jesus showed that gives to you. The fig tree and the 5,000 listen. You're right, CC, preaching. I didn't mean to preach today, but we can go there because that's my title, a rich mindset and a poor mindset. This is how people that live paycheck to paycheck think. Right? Another thing, people that live paycheck to paycheck, they never take action. Free never set anyone free. Another biblical example. When the man was by the pool of Bethesda and he asked God to heal him, he had a very sob story. He said, Lord, I sit by this pool and I'm crippled, the crippled man. And every season when the angels comes to trouble the waters for healing, I have no one to help me. See, that's a poor person's mindset. Jesus looked at him and said, well, you take up your bed and walk. You do something. Isn't that something? Just like the woman who had the issue of blood for 12 years, she had to press through a crowd. And this is what the 111 movement is all about. Now, if you all are not a Patreon member, can you at least comment if you're not driving? If you can, your hands are free. Do this for free. Comment and hit the like button, right? Do that to support the channel. The 111 movement, 111 people, $99 a month to learn the 3 powerful words in the Bible, right? To express so we can help a community of people going through this recession. So we're going to be rich in this recession, right? And not poor. Jesus had the man to take action first. So don't look at me like, oh, my parents gave stuff away for free. Then good for your parents. I'm not your parent. And what did they give away for free? Was it financial education and information to help people in a recession? Was it methods to help people get more money out of their paychecks? Was it methods to help people manifest out of the spiritual realm into the physical realm? What was the worth of information that they was giving away for free? Free never sets you free. And so with that being said, right, with that being said, now my Patreon members only will be able to, as soon as I figure this out, comment and we'll address questions. But once that $99 membership subscription is approved, I do want you all to join so we can do the 111 movement. I can teach you behind the scenes. Because I used to say that God is not in the business of adding. God only knows multiplication. And I was incorrect on that. I've said before, God never adds or subtracts, he only multiplies. I was incorrect on that. He subtracted from the fig tree, and he talks about subtraction when he says, in Matthew 25, the parable of talent story, when one was given 5 talents and one was given 2, and then the one that had 1 talent took his talent and buried it in the ground. He didn't work. He didn't do anything with it. The one that only had 1, that 1 was taken away. So I was absolutely wrong about that. Jesus is in the business of subtracting. Subtracting is for the people who don't want to give anything. They only want to take or bury. Free never sets people free. Rich mindset versus poor mindset. I know you heard the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? Well, we're flipping it. Rich mindset versus poor mindset. You have to magnify your mind. You have to multiply your money. You have to manifest with your mouth. That means your mouth has to speak in order to attract the spiritual to the physical realm. Now, Queen, you probably ask, well, what do you mean? And these are rich mindsets, information, education that I'm sharing with you. See, when the woman said within herself, if I can just touch the hem of her garment, you have to maximize your mouth. You have to speak verbally and internally. God said the power of life and death is in your tongue, not his tongue, your tongue. Right? You have to speak things in existence. And I've had some people to tell me, well, I am what God says I am. Are you saying what God says you are? In Deuteronomy 28, he says you are the lender and not the borrower. You are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. Are you saying that? I am the lender and not the borrower. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. Are you saying that? Right? No, it does. This does not seem dumb. Right now, the $99.99 subscription is still under review with YouTube for the spiritual and natural manifestation. But at the very ground level of supporting the channel, the knowledge and information, and having access to get your questions answered in a community of people. And I also do private videos too for my Patreon members. I had the link in here. The link to the Patreon I put in the comments, and this is it. That's basic $9.99 a month, less than $3 a week, right? Thank you. And so with that being said, and this is the link. With that being said, people, I had a friend guy, and I told him I was going to mention him in this scenario today. And he and I were talking. We was having an intimate conversation, and he said he was in a relationship, right? And he said, I want to be rich, right? I want to be rich. But the person I'm with, if I get better things, a bigger house, nicer things, I don't even know if I will be happy if I move into the house with them. And me and my noble mind, I said, material things, they're just that. Don't focus on being rich. Just focus on having a healthy, loving relationship. But this is the thing. The same energy, right? The same energy that it takes for people to live paycheck to paycheck, that same energy can be reversed and applied to become rich. So why not be rich? Why not be rich? You're working 40 hours a week anyway. You're tired anyway. You're laboring anyway. So why deal with the stressors of living paycheck to paycheck? The stressors of not being able to pay a doctor bills if you had a major health emergency, or even being qualified to see that. I've had people with credit who just want their credit repair because they wanted to get dental credit because they had a major dental pain, and they couldn't afford it out of pocket, and they wanted to get approved for dental credit because they was in such pain and they couldn't afford it to pay for the dentist. So if you're going to labor 40 hours a week and some work overtimes or 2 jobs, then why not just flip that energy and apply it to be rich? The same amount of energy that it takes to live paycheck to paycheck, if you reversed it, can make you rich. Well, why do you say that, Queen? Well, number one, because the Bible says that the Lord our God gives us the power to get wealth. Everybody has the power to live a better financial life. The question is, do you have the mind? That's why I showed that picture. That's why I showed that picture from the 7 habits of highly successful people. Some people looked at that and saw a rich, prosperous, flourishing woman, and some people saw an old, decrepit woman. That's how your life is. What do you see? Some of your minds need to be elevated. Some of you are not at the asking stage. You're not even at the asking stage of Matthew 7:11 because you can't even visualize it yet. It starts first with visualization. Then you shift from visualization to verbalization to now elevation. And then elevation will lead to manifestation. See it in your mind. And then what you see, you say. You visualize it in your mind, verbalize it out of your mouth, right? And then it will manifest from the spiritual to the natural after you take some application process. See, after you visualize it and then you verbalize it, then you have to give. See, the universe gives you nothing until you give first. Free has never set anyone free. Not even the slaves. They were set free. They couldn't get credit. They couldn't get cash. Free has never set anyone free. And they were still enslaved. Free has never set anyone free. Rich mindset versus a poor mindset. My time will cost. Because I'm giving you information that can transform and transfigure your life. And by the laws of the universe, if you don't invest in it, you won't be free anyway. As Erica said, Barnes and Noble's open for free people to read books all day long. The libraries, public libraries. But people don't get free because they don't invest. They don't value. And if I don't value my time with you, if I allow anyone to talk with me for free, if I answer anyone's question for free, then it makes me less valuable. What makes a person value is when they put a number on their value. Right? And so, with that being said, I'm going to share this and see. Thank you for the 1111 super chat. If it's anything that you are receiving because of your giving, make sure that you put it in the comments or email it to me, and we can definitely be in agreement for that. But I heard this for Grant Cardone, right? Grant Cardone. But whatever you're in agreement with, see, I pray that it is multiplied back to you and that it comes back to you with the same speed and efficiency that you gave it out, with extreme joy, right? Whatever it is that you may be lacking, or whatever area you may be lacking in your life. This was a very powerful video. And I want you all make a mind message connection. If you're watching this live or on the replay, type in free never sets anyone free. This is a powerful interview by Grant Cardone, how I went from broke to millionaire in 90 days. And I want to share this clips with you. Rich mindset versus poor mindset. Do you have a plan? Do you have a strategy to elevate your life? What is your plan for inflation right now? Do you have the plan, a strategy in place? I also talked about cadences of 3 in a triangle and the power of knowing 3 powerful words. The 3 things that the Bible talks about is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Wisdom and knowledge and understanding. The first concept is knowledge. Do you have the know-how? Do you have the know-how? I'm gonna share this screen with you all again. What is your plan as our economy prices increase? And it's not going to dip. What's your plan? The government money ends in September. For those who have not been cut out from federal unemployment, even if you say, well, I have a job. Okay, well, your job is not giving you a pay raise. I'm trying to teach you how to give yourself a pay raise. So if your paycheck is not increasing, but prices are, you don't have a plan. 3, the power of 3. Manifestation things. Multiply the power of 3. 3 blind mice, 3 little pigs. The Bible, always 3. Jesus had 3 close connections with him, Peter, James, and John. He rose on the 3rd day. So again, the subscription, $99.99 a month for people who want to know how to manifest things from the spiritual realm into the physical realm. And I might not show that Grant Cardone video because let me say this. Let me say this as well. I talked about I was in error. I was wrong when I said God doesn't add or subtract. He only knows multiplication. But then I showed you an example, Matthew 25, where he took away from the one that did nothing with what he gave him, right? The man with the 1 talent. But he multiplied to the people that had 5, to the men that had 5 and 2 talents. That's in a scenario of subtraction. You should never ask a question without bringing a gift or an offering but without giving first. That's number 1. That's number 1. If you want the universe to work for you and if you want knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Now, this is a case where Jesus added, or an example where Jesus added. He says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all of these other things will be added unto you. That's a scenario of addition, of adding. Now, you do know that the kingdom of God and the kingdom of heaven is different, right? If you don't know, that's why I'm having this private course for the 111 manifestation. So he said, if you seek first the kingdom of God, all of the other things, now he made things plural, will be added unto you. So God does add and subtract. So I was in error with that statement. But this is the thing. The kingdom of God, right? He said, when you pray, pray that my Father, which is in heaven, right, manifest things into this earth realm. He said, my kingdom come, my will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So when you hear me say it's a manifestation of the spiritual to the physical, that means from the heavenly realm to our earth realm, right? Even though we are gods on this earth, we do know that there's an ultimate God. So the kingdom of heaven deals with manifestation of things from the heavenly realm to the earth realm, right? That's where faith come in as well. That's where giving come in, and that's where asking, seeking, and knocking comes in. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So you have to visualize, verbalize, and then you have to give. And it will manifest from out of nowhere into your physical possession. But the kingdom of heaven is the God within you. So when you read the Bible and you see the kingdom of heaven is like this, and the kingdom of heaven is like this, he said, don't look here or there. Don't look up. Look within you. So that's why you have to verbalize. That's why the lady with the issue of blood had to say within herself. And that's how she got something manifested from within her, through her. So that's the difference. So God does believe in adding and subtracting. For those who give, more will be given unto them. And those who take, more will be taken away. 3 cadences, 3 actions to improve your paycheck right now. 3 powerful words that I'm only going to share with my private members because they are powerful. They will manifest and they will change your life, right? But they will require upgrade in membership. But I want 111 people to join the movement, the manifestation movement. And this is the PIN code for your success to unlock prosperity so you can become rich in a recession, right? A paycheck pay raise. Maximize all the money that you're getting every pay period. That's the P. You have to invest. You have to multiply your money. And you have to network. See, even Jesus, the Bible teaches you so much about money. Even Jesus needs disciples. So this is why the P, the paycheck pay raise, and you can see my number strolling if you want to take advantage of the home-based business special for just $129 to get more money out of your paycheck. This is Robert Kiyosaki. You're on the left side of the cash flow quadrant. You're an employee. You're a soloist. You're a specialist, independent contractor. You are getting taxed 30 to 40% out of every paycheck. So if your gross is $50K a year, you're bringing home about $38K. So what this does when you join a home-based business, it puts you with networking, right? Your connections is the forecast of your future come up. You've heard the saying that if you hang around 5 broke people, you will be the 6th. That's true. But I talked about the reversal of image and your paradigm. Likewise, if you hang around 5 people that are another spiritual, mental, and financial level than you, you will be the 6th. Again, all you have to do is reverse what you're doing and change your mind, your paradigm. If you are working 40 plus hours a week to live paycheck to paycheck, why don't you use that same energy to get rich? Why not? So you shift yourself to this side of the quadrant. Now, you might not can build a big business like a Steve Jobs or 500 employees. You might not have the time, the resources, or the knowledge. But what you can do is connect with the home-based business for $129 and be under the umbrella of a big business. And now your paycheck is only taxed 10 to 20%. And then when you invest, you're taxed at zero. Investing income. Even with cryptocurrency, someone on Facebook said, yeah, but what are you going to do when you cash in that crypto for capital gains tax? I said, well, first of all, you're not taxed unless you cash it in. That's number one. And if you have your money working for you through cryptocurrency, even if it's taking dips, but on a good day, you can get 20% return or higher, then you can't flow with the dips. That's you don't your mindset, people paradigm. So now taxes cause you to have debt. You get your paycheck, then boom, government say I'm gonna tax you. Now you get taxed. Before it even hits your bank account or your hand, the government get theirs first. Say, boom, I'm tax you. So now it goes from taxes, this is your paycheck flow, to expenses, student loans, your car, your mortgage, your rent, your vehicle notes, your credit cards debts, your living expenses, your food, your bills, your groceries, your children's extracurricular activities. And then when it gets down to this, you don't have anything. But when you shift your paycheck and you become now a business and you have 475 tax deductions under the IRS, now your paycheck can flow differently. That's why this is called cash flow, right? Your paycheck now can get less tax, and now your assets can bring cash flow to you, whether it's investing, whether it's home-based businesses, whether it's royalties, crypto, forex, stocks. See, your money is not flowing right, people. Your money is not flowing right, and neither is your mind. Because you are the only person on a spiritual level that's blocking yourself from being the flow of money. You. Well, Queen, how am I blocking my flow? Well, how am I blocking money coming to me? Your mindset, you won't speak, you won't have affirmations, and you won't give. See, the Bible says, give, and it shall be given unto you. And the Bible says, I give it to you in good measure. Running over. Will he cause other men to give unto your bosom? You know what? I want to super chat my own self. Let me see, can I do that? This is so good. I'm going to send myself. Let me see, can I super chat my own self? I'm going to super chat. I'm going to give unto this message that I'm giving. Because this is just that good to me. Let's see. Can I do that? Let me see. Well, and Lee, aka Les Brown, I like for people to give, because this is just changing my life. And I'm going to put in here a rich mindset. I am a rich mindset. I don't know if it's going to allow. Let's see. I'm on fire, Lee. Ooh, I am. I feel it. Because there's very few people that can teach this from a natural perspective and a spiritual perspective. See, I can get this from Robert Kiyosaki, but Robert Kiyosaki not going to teach the spiritual part. Right? So let me see if it's going to allow me. It may not. To give to myself. Oh, I have to. It's asking me for my security code, and I don't know that by heart, so it probably won't do it. I don't know what account card I have on file, right? And so, someone says, "Let me look at this." Change, baby. Let me look at this, Donna. You says I have a couple. Okay, you have a couple of questions. Just send me an email, because a lot of people um don't like to kind of ask publicly. So just send me an email, Donald at ld@fixmycreditandcash.com. And Lee, sometimes I know people just give to be supportive, but I like to people to give with a motive or expectation. I say it that way, not a motive. with the expectation. I know you're given to be supportive. And if you don't want to put it in the comment, that's fine. But if it's something that you may be lacking or needing, or you need to multiply, I would like to know what that is, so we can be in agreement, right, to manifest that for you. Because when two or three touch and agree on any one thing, so there's power in unity. As I was saying, there's power in networking. So Lee, if it's anything, right, anything that you feel comfortable, if it's more money, let's just say that. C, same thing for you. I want people to give with expectation, right? I want people to give with expectation. And there's nothing wrong, people, with investing in yourself. That's why you are on this live stream, because you're trying to advance yourself in some way, form, area, right? And so I'm still going to share this with you all. It's been over an hour, but it's well worth just a 5-minute clip of Grant Cardone's interview. Let me let you all listen to this.
A smart spend.
Really? So what's a smart spend? What's a smart spend versus a bad spend?
I don't really know anything that's a smart spend, but you spend money. When you spend money, you don't get an investment back. And when you invest money, at least you got a possibility. I mean, at the very least, you get a tax write-off. So if I spend money on a belt, I can't write it off. I can only wear it. And if I invest money in a Grant Cardone belt and wear it on stage and it flops as a product and nobody ever buys it, it's at least a write-off. It was at least a promotion. So a bad investment is still better than a smart spend. So
So I'm going to stop. Oh, it did let me go through. See, I give to myself. He said a bad investment is better than a smart spend. Now, we have been changing our language on this platform. Again, I want 111 people to join the movement for $99 a month. Private videos, manifestation from the spiritual to the natural, and moves that I'm going to share with you all behind the scenes, right, that I won't share publicly, right? I'm going to do like Jesus did. Some things he said to the crowd, some things he said to his disciples in private. Now, we have been changing our language, right? You have to visualize and verbalize, but you have to change what you're saying for manifestation, from spin to circulate. But people, let me tell you this based off this video. If you are using money towards things that will not increase in value or knowledge, you are still spending it. I don't care what you're saying out of your mouth. He said he does not spend money. Let's replay that. How he went from broke to a millionaire in 90 days. He invests his money. Rich mindset versus poor mindset.
Known belt and wear it on stage and it flops as a product and nobody ever buys it. It's at least a write-off. It was at least a promotion. So a bad investment is still better than a smart spend. So wealthy people don't spend money, they invest money. Number two, they also know that money, when you spend money, you don't get an investment back. And when you invest money, at least you got a possibility. I mean, at the very least, you get a tax write-off. So if I spend money on a belt,
he says when you spend money, you don't get an investment back. But at least when you invest, you get something. You get a tax write-off. This is what I'm teaching you all. And this is what the home-based business can position you. You can't do these things as an employee. You must be under entrepreneur's code, right? So I think I'm going to break this live stream up. I'm going to finish this with Grant Cardone's interview because it's a very powerful interview. I'm going to share the link with you all because it's been over an hour. So I don't want to make this long. Donna says, where can I join a private group from spiritual? It's pending because it's going to be an investment of $99 a month. And YouTube has to approve it for the Patreon. So as soon as it's approved, right, I will let you all know when it's live and when it's approved. And when you all can definitely become a member of that, you're going to love it. I'm going to have a guest in. He's going to be a guest, and we're going to do this privately and behind the scenes. The Bible says the secrets, right? The secrets to the kingdom. You don't give out those keys, those secrets to everyone. So thanks for all the super chats, right? If you have something that you would like to agree with, send me an email at ld@fixmycreditandcash.com. And the Patreon link is in the comments. I think it's right here. You will see it there. Thank you all for tuning in. And Libras, this is our consecration. I may do a video explaining it later on. These are the 2 dates were yesterday and today, in which the moon is in our zodiac sign. And you have the secretion, which is the secret oil that you give back, right? You give back to the Lord through your pineal gland, and you do that in certain ways. It only happens once a month. You get that 12 times a year. It's a spiritual gift back to God and consecration, and it happens in your natural body. People talk about giving to God, but they don't teach how to give God back in these ways through consecration. And so this is when the moon is entering into Libra zodiac sign. It replaces when the sun entered into your zodiac sign when you were born. And so this secretion was brought down your vertebrae, which is 33. All right, 33 is the age of Jesus' death. Now you have to, through your 7 chakras, bring that oil back up, and through your pineal gland. And that's your free gift from God. A lot of people don't know about it. It's how to manifest the Christ within. So I may do a live video speaking about the secret oil and that secretion as well. Thanks for everyone that tuned in, that commented, that said hello, that gave a super chat. I hope you rewatch this video more than one time, right? And thanks for everyone who's watching this on the replay, right? So again, let me remind you that you have to magnify your mind. You should multiply your money, manifest with your mouth, and maximize your mission. Queen out. You all have a great evening.